We've conquered the Madigan Line and the QAA line across the Simpson Desert into Birdsville, but in this episode, it's all over. Sure to stick around, because after a few highlights heading south, we grab the boys, crack a cold one and have a bit of a chinwag Q&A over things to expect when you're travelling the outback. This remote travel is something special and you've just got to get out there and do it.
So just left the caravan park, nicked up to the coffee shop in town, just across the road there. That's where the artesian basin, like all that water supply comes from. So we'll have a cuppa, get on the road and start heading down to Innamincka, tick off Cameron's Corner, Haddon Corner, and make our way to the Dig Tree probably tomorrow as well.
This tiny township of Betoota lies 166 k's to the east of Birdsville. It's one of those things when heading that way, do yourself a favour, take the small detour, look at all the relics around the place, stop in, have a beer at the pub. It's well worth the stop. From here we make the journey to tick off one of two corner posts we're going to pass along the way, Haddon Corner. It's the corner post of Queensland and South Australia. The next stop along the way is the Burke Wills Dig Tree. On the bank of Cooper's Creek, it's associated with explorers Robert O'Hara Burke and William John Wills. The tree is one of two blazed on the 21st of April 1861 by William Bray and a party who remained at Cooper's Creek while Burke Wills, Charles Gray and John King forged ahead with their mission to the north coast of Australia. Bray's party was finally forced to abandon the depot and trek homewards, leaving a message pointing to a cache of buried stores for Burke and Wills to find on their return.
Hey mate, at the Dig Tree.
How good's this? There's so much history here, isn't there?
Yeah, all through Innamincka and on the Cooper Creek, it's full of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have a bit of a look around here. There's some cool carving on the tree as well.
Yeah. Dig. Hence the name, the Dig Tree.
That's it, yeah, so they buried the supplies.
Yeah.
This place is pretty cool, so let's have a look around.
It's changed a lot since we were last here, 6 years ago.
Yeah, the road's a lot more used, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like being actually cutting with a grader and stuff. Last time was just like a two-wheel drive track.
Yeah, how good are the flies?
Oh mate,
horrendous.
awesome.
Horrendous.
While a small number of the blazes still remain, Mother Nature is slowly starting to reclaim them all for herself. These will be lost forever.
Haddon Corner, mate.
Yeah, so 3 states in one spot.
Yep.
So
We got Queensland, New South and South Oz.
yeah, so if you time it right with doing New Year's, you can actually have 3 New Year's half an hour apart. So
Yeah.
obviously Queensland, then into South Australia being half an hour behind, and then into New South with daylight savings time being an hour behind Queensland. So yeah, you get 3 New Years.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Be a big night, wouldn't it?
I reckon. So a lot of kisses, hugs
Yeah.
and kisses, happy New Year's. But yeah,
Nice.
awesome little spot. The
Yeah.
road in here
How good is that?
Insane.
Yeah. Just June after June after June.
It's probably the best road in Australia, I'm going to
Yeah.
say it. Put it out there.
It's a bit rough at the moment too though because of
Yeah.
the rains and whatever.
Yeah, but if you've got someone ahead calling the dunes for you, you can hold it on and just basically like
Roller
a roller coaster.
coaster.
Yeah.
yeah, no.
Yeah, no, really good.
So we'll have a beer here, have a bite to eat, and
Yeah.
then
Into Tibooburra.
Tibooburra, then make our way down to White Cliffs.
Yep.
And we'll probably camp somewhere around White Cliffs.
Yep. Sounds good, mate.
Yeah, cool. We'll keep trucking.
What we have here is the Dingo Fence, a 1.8 metre high wild dog fence that traces a crooked line from Tibooburra in Queensland's southeast to the Great Australian Bight. 5,412 kilometres, and it's the longest fence in the world.
1844, 1845, they were carrying this boat looking for the inland sea in the Sturts expedition, and they got as far as Lake Pinaroo, and then coming back down after not finding it, abandoned it, and there's a replica of it, mate. Big whale boat, 27 feet long.
The things you see in the outback, eh? Looking for that 10mm spanner or socket? It might just be here.
Buddy Fitzpatrick, what's he going to do?
That's it. So just trying to find a nice little campsite just on the side of a creek bed here, and he decides to find the muddiest spot to drive through. Thanks, Fitz. Thanks, Fitz.
Welcome, buddy.
That's how that's done. Nearly ended up on his lid, but
Damn.
I'm gonna stand on it.
I'm still smiling though.
Come here. Come here, mate. I just want to check the film quality.
Yeah, I got
I just wanna make sure it's working.
stuck, mate.
I need the camera.
Yeah.
Dave.
Hey, look at the eyes.
Dave.
He wants to kill me.
Give me that camera.
Well, that's it, mate. Last night of the trip.
What an adventure too, eh? We've ticked off some epic things.
So many things on this trip.
Yeah, so this episode hasn't been very, hasn't been the big monumental places,
Yeah.
but still ticking off those pretty important places like the Haddon Corners and the Dig Tree and Innamincka.
Yeah.
So there's still plenty to see coming this way, but it's just a long way in between things.
It is, isn't it? So, yeah. What do we cover today? Like 500 odd Ks?
No,
not
and
more.
more, yeah. Almost 700k today. I think.
There you go. It's way off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we just pulled up camp just by a riverside and,
Yeah. It's funny, this, from the first time we did the trip, we stayed, our first night was in Whitecliffs,
Yeah.
or just out of Whitecliffs, and that's where we are again.
Yeah.
And we had such an iconic campsite for that one, and I think we've nailed it again, mate.
I reckon so, yeah.
Yeah.
Just in a dry creek bed.
Yep.
Hopefully it doesn't rain.
Yeah, that's
We'll
the
be
thing.
laughing.
If you are camping at creek bed, make sure you know the weather around you, in case they can come up so quick out here. But
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, it's been bone dry. It's going to be bone dry for a while, and we're on the high ground in the riverbed itself. So
And you don't want to get bogged in the riverbed, do you, footy?
Fitzy got stuck. Yeah. Anyway, I hope
So-
you enjoyed the series, though.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah, it's been cool. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's been great to do it with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome company. And
Yeah, crew's been good, so
Yeah.
I reckon we'll have a sit around the fire and we should have a chat about it, everyone, and
Yeah, I
what
reckon.
they enjoyed most. And
yeah. That's it.
Yeah,
Well, I reckon it's time for me to grab a beer.
I'm already half a can ahead of you, mate.
And we'll, pull a couple of blokes aside and have a chat with them.
Sounds good, mate.
Cool. How are you?
First off the bat, Fitzy, mate.
Ah, they normally say save the best till last, but
we're
got him
start
first.
there, eh? What a trip, mate. What a trip.
What an absolute cracker. It's been my best trip by far.
And
Yeah.
you've been around a fair bit, haven't you?
I've been around a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I've done a lot, but doing it with you guys has just been fantastic. The
That's
whole
sick.
crew.
Nice. And the mighty 200 hit the 200.
Ooh,
It only got stuck once.
it did.
Nice.
That was tonight.
Yeah, no, it's treated me really well. Yeah, like you said, I've seen a lot, and it's taken me to a lot of amazing places.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
And you ticked off the mighty 200k
In the middle of nowhere, mate. In the middle of Australia.
Air Creek bypass.
How good is that?
Sensational.
Yeah.
Right next to the river.
Yeah. So prep-wise, do you have much to prep for the trip, or you just threw some gear in and went?
Not really. It's
He
pretty
threw some
much
beer in.
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty much just beer and bedding, and that's it. It's
Yeah.
always packed up and ready to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, she's a weapon, and you drive that thing pretty hard, and she always looks after you. Eh?
Sounds good.
Always.
Yeah.
Always looks after me.
Yeah. Flat tire. That was all your only real issue.
Yeah, flat tyre and the broken windscreen. Please,
yeah.
people, when
I
you
know.
drive out here on the
Yeah.
roads, you got to slow down and move right over.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Yeah.
The amount of rocks you throw when you're just travelling on a dirt road.
Oh, it's
yeah,
insane.
crazy.
If you look in that rear vision mirror, they're
Yeah.
pegging everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. You
Yeah.
can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but what was your favourite part of the trip, mate?
Look, my favourite part would have to be Farina.
Yeah, that's
I love, the there's so much history there, and the bakery and the the underground bakery.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's phenomenal.
How much we nailed his timing by like 20 seconds.
Yeah,
Or
we
30
did.
seconds, yeah.
Oh
so
yeah,
good.
with his
Yeah,
when
like-
he's pulling the bread out.
Yeah. So,
And
yeah.
also with the volunteers coming up to do the restoration work.
Yeah.
That's just incredible.
Yeah.
I'll take
they
my
do
hat off to those
They
guys.
do a great job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was episode 2 of this series. If you haven't watched that one yet, just go back, and
have a
check out the
squeeze.
Innamincka one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, but nah, mate, it's been unreal having you on board,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Many more to come, eh?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Cheers,
boys.
bud.
Yeah,
Cheers,
cheers,
mate.
boss. Cheers. Good on you.
Well, guys, this is NATO. He drives the other grey Navara.
Yeah,
So, how'd the car go, mate?
Yeah, really good.
No
Like-
issues?
No, only the tailgate. Just I think getting a bit of dust in there sort of
yeah.
crammed it up a bit, so it's hard to
Yeah.
open.
That's such a common issue on the
Navaras,
Navaras,
yeah,
the
yeah.
jam and tailgate, or the
They
coming
always,
open.
yeah, they always
popping
fall
open.
down.
Yeah.
That's
So-
happened a lot.
No, but yeah, she's slugged a lot of beer up here for you and
Yeah.
done it with ease.
Definitely, and there's not much beer going back either.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing. Always a good
Someone
thing.
keeps stealing them out of my fridge.
Yeah, keep putting holes in the bottom of them, you reckon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they keep
Classic.
exploding.
How much prep went into like setting up and
It was just trying to figure out where I was going to store all the jerry cans.
yeah.
Of
How many did you bring?
diesel. I bought 6.
And you use them all?
No, I had 2 left.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
sweet.
you don't
Yeah.
have the long range tank in your Navara.
Nah.
The other two boys do, so they
Yeah.
got 145 and you're what, 80 standard?
80, yeah.
80,
yeah.
yeah.
So that was
Yeah.
only really the big issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. That's not bad.
Otherwise, it was all.
Yeah, so
Pretty
you
good.
you had no mechanicals, no nothing really, did you? Beside that tailgate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and at the start, your battery
But yeah, that's fine.
battery wasn't
Yeah.
charging at the start, but then it came good. So
Yeah.
that's alright.
Yeah, favourite part of the trip, mate.
Uh,
So I know it's a curly
oh,
one.
it's real
It's
hard.
a hard
It's
one.
so hard.
It's
There's
a
so
hard
many.
one.
The sunsets have been amazing.
Yeah,
Like just the colours of the sand, just how green it is out here.
It's
Yeah.
really,
It just blows
yeah.
your mind.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
expect there to be so much plant life out here.
Yeah.
I was just expecting just orange,
Yeah.
like
Just
sandpit
sand, yeah.
sand.
Thistles and rocks,
Almost
mate.
like Dubai sort of thing. Yeah.
But there was red sand, orange sand, or pink sand.
Yeah. Rolling over some of those dunes, hey, it was like coming into the savannah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it
it
was.
was so
It
cool.
was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, so that was more the Simpson Desert and Madigan Line sort of
Yeah.
trip one.
Where
So
there was
yeah,
a bit of water around.
yeah, but
Have you done much desert driving or outback stuff?
No, I've never driven in sand before.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
first time.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nailed
and, Yeah, nothing really outback.
yeah,
I've been to Benderby before for
Yeah.
Easter.
Oh yeah. That was
And
cool.
awesome.
yeah.
Doing billy goats and Pat's
Yeah.
Peak. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Some,
good, eh?
some hairy bits there.
Yeah, lucky you put the big tyres on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly
lucky,
right.
yeah.
The big tyres have saved, I reckon, probably punches.
Yeah, 100% extra
Yeah.
extra
Yeah.
strength in them. Missing the family a
For sure.
bit, mate. So Nato's got obviously wife and 2 kids back home. So
Yeah, I've been missing them a lot.
Yeah,
That's
but-
the hardest bit.
Yeah,
It is the
probably.
hardest part.
I
Yeah.
reckon.
we've been fortunate. We've had Starlink on the trip as well, so we've been able
So-
to touch base and
Yeah,
say good day
Call
for
back and
video
see their
calls and
cute little
stuff.
faces and that.
Not
Yeah.
only did we bring that to contact the family, but even just as like a safety,
Yeah.
as well as we've got 2 Garmins as well. So
Yeah, so I've got an InReach and Rayson's got the InReach, so
Yeah.
yeah, we've pretty much got the emergency backup
All
comms
covered.
pretty well covered, yeah.
pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
awesome, man. No, it's
Nice.
pretty unreal having you along, and we're gonna have to do a few more of these. eh?
Bloody oath.
You're a bloody laugh, mate.
Cake
We're
next
alive
year.
and a half. Yeah, cheers, bud.
Good work, mate.
Thank you.
So now we've got Ant with us, another Y62 owner.
Yeah.
Yep.
That thing is the cleanest 62 on the planet. I swear to God.
Everything is exactly in its place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
and
looks mean.
yeah, it's
Yeah, a little bit of attention to detail. We'll probably have a little bit of a
yeah, bit OCD, mate.
little bit, maybe. Yeah, just a little bit. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be done.
Yeah,
So
it's part of the fun.
How'd you enjoy the trip, mate?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's been unreal. Oh, yeah, 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
It's just the whole thing.
Yeah.
Probably the group of guys.
Yeah, because usually
That makes
you,
a big difference.
Yeah.
you do a lot of family stuff, and you've got the camper.
Oh,
and-
yeah. Yeah. Normally camper, normally family. So,
Yeah.
and that was a big thing with coming away on this trip.
Yep.
2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Normally it's big family trips. And
Yeah.
it was like, you know,
Solo sort of thing.
going
yeah.
solo, leave the family at home.
Yep.
You know, felt a little bit bad about that.
Yeah.
But it's, the
Yeah.
trip's been just unreal.
It's worth it.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
worth it.
Oh, it's been epic. Well
Yeah.
and truly.
Because you've done the Simo before, you've done heaps of this area, like up to Innamincka and
Yeah,
all
yep.
through
Yeah.
where we are
Yep.
now, around White Cliffs and
Yep.
up into Birdsville. And
Yes.
but Madigan finally got to tick it off.
Madigan, yeah, that was it. That was
Yeah.
a
That
big tick.
I reckon that's what got him on.
That was the
over.
carrot
Yeah.
we dangled over him, because he was like, at the start when we were saying come along, he's, oh, I can't make it, I just can't make it happen, can't make it
No.
happen, work,
No, I
this and that.
Yeah.
And then, he's like, all right, boys, I'm in.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no,
I am coming.
Yeah.
that's it. No, Madigan was unreal.
Yeah,
that was
pretty cool
great.
to tick it
Yeah.
off.
What was the
And
highlight for you? Would it be the Madigan because you haven't done that before, or?
It was because a lot of the trip I had done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In different directions.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Madigan was one of the highlights. Well, definitely a highlight.
Yeah.
Yep.
But also just, which I loved, which I've done previously, just the desert camping.
Yeah.
You get out there, the
So
big
sick.
sunsets,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
that sort of
sand.
thing, the
You
sand.
can basically just pull up anywhere as well.
Yeah.
eh?
Oh, I know,
Like,
it doesn't matter, yeah. And even
Yeah.
the sunrises. I have
Yeah.
to admit, this trip I've been up a bit earlier.
Yeah.
Well, every morning we've been up
Yeah.
basically 6:30 to 6:40.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before 7, basically.
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
every day. Yeah.
Yeah, seen most sunrises, so.
And the
yeah.
cool thing about this one, I reckon, as well, you've done all this so many times before, but there's still new things that you
Oh.
haven't even noticed.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, we've driven along and you've said, oh, we're going to go here and look at this. And I'm like,
Like, oh, I've never
Yeah.
bought
I've
in
been
here
past
before.
here and I missed that. Yeah,
That was
so.
Farina, wasn't it?
Farina, the cemetery.
Yeah, I've never seen the cemetery
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there something today where you're like, I didn't even know this was out the back of this?
Oh, the boat out the back of.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Tibooburra.
Yeah, I don't think I'd been there before. Yeah,
wow.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
just
was,
little things. That,
yeah.
yeah, different people. You see different things.
Yeah, that's why it's always awesome just to get a variety of people on trips with
Yeah.
you. And then,
That's the thing. We've
Oh,
ticked off so much on this trip too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which has been
been
pretty
huge.
cool.
And your car too, absolutely faultless, besides losing a bush barrier.
That's it. Yeah,
Oh,
no, it's been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's been fine with that.
Yeah.
No trouble at all.
Yeah.
Besides, road trains coming the other
Yeah.
way and
It's
100
sucking off.
and whatever clicks
Sucks
and
it
the wind.
straight off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which
Most
they're
of the
not
time,
quite.
yeah.
I've had no trouble with them before, but
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah,
Must
not
have
quite
been-
what they're designed for.
Just
Yeah.
been wrong place, wrong time because no one else lost
Oh,
one.
I know.
No,
That's it. Yeah,
They all
yeah.
passed
So-
the same truck and it was just,
That's it.
So,
Just
So,
got right
no,
under.
that's okay. Got
Yeah.
it back on, kept going,
Yeah.
real good. So besides that,
happy days.
no mechanicals.
Yeah, so
That's
you're
me.
doing it in a swag rather than a rooftop. Most of us have got rooftops. Obviously, you and NATO swag. So happy with
Yes.
the swag or
Swag
you
and
want a
stretch
rooftop?
up. Yeah.
Swag's been really good, and I liked it. It's comfy, convenience of a rooftop to pop.
Yep.
I reckon it's really good.
Yeah.
But if I had have had a rooftop, room for fuel would have been an issue because
That's
I brought
true.
7
Yeah.
Jerry's.
Yeah, you would have to do what I did.
So I had to
Yeah.
put a lot on the roof, some on the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in my
Swag's
car,
been fun.
I've carried 7 Jerry's, and ideally you wouldn't carry them inside if you didn't have to, but
Yeah.
I had no choice really. So I got metal jerry cans, which seal a lot better than plastic.
Yeah.
Don't expand as much in it. That was
Yeah.
my sort of justification. So it'll
And
be
they were
okay.
strapped down and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
so they couldn't really
Yeah.
move
it
around.
worked well
so.
for you though.
Yeah,
No
100%.
smell. They didn't
Yep.
move. Ratchet strapped down.
Yeah, 100%.
No, awesome. Well, it was,
All good.
awesome to have you along. So,
Yeah. We're going to
Been
have to do
the
it again,
best
eh?
trip. Oh, yeah. Well and truly, yeah.
Yeah.
A few more to come, and we get up the high country a lot with you and stuff like that. But
Yes.
it's so good to be out
Oh.
in 2 weeks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Epic.
Completely different trip, different place, different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to high country.
Yeah.
Crew.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
Yep. That's been
No,
good.
beauty. Oh, well.
Thanks, boys.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers for coming along.
Thanks, mate. Braza.
Ah, the old man. Here he is.
Yeah, yeah.
The one
Here
that
we go.
started it all.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All those years ago.
Yeah. If it wasn't for him, it could be 4-wheel drive sisters or misters or who knows?
Who knows
It
what
could
it
be
could
a bit of anything.
Yeah, especially these days.
Yeah, who knows?
So, Braza,
Yeah,
how'd you like this trip, mate?
Well, it was epic actually.
He's speechless.
Yeah, no, it was it's pretty special doing it with you two guys too.
Yeah,
just quietly.
definitely. No, it was pretty good having you along for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we invited him.
Yeah, he was sort of the one on the bottom of the list. And like, oh, I've got so many numbers.
Hang
push
on a
them
minute.
off.
I kind of remember saying this has to be done,
Yeah,
Let's
no,
do the
it-
Madigan.
and we've
Yeah.
got to do the Madigan Line.
We had been, so 2017 we did the Simpson and
Yeah.
like up Uluru and Kings Canyon and that sort of
yeah.
stuff. Then after we'd done that, we're like, it's been a while. We should probably go back to the desert.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 years.
So
wow.
basically did the loop we did, but we did it the other way and we did the Madigan. So,
That's right.
Yeah.
So 835 k's between fuel stops.
yeah.
Yeah.
How'd
Pretty
the big patrol go?
Patrol went well.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's got the chopped Y62, which I'll be inheriting soon.
No, I'm pretty sure I've got.
No,
the
you
name on that.
get mine, and then I get his.
Right.
It gets passed
They'll
down.
hand me
Oldest,
down.
oldest to youngest. Kind
Right.
of, yeah.
But aren't I the golden child?
Yeah.
Oh, the golden child.
I'll leave your gold coin in the dash, right?
Yeah.
And it'll rattle away, and you won't be able
That's
to
it.
find it until it falls out of the dash.
What was the favourite part, you reckon?
Well, I've been hanging to get to Farina Bakery.
Yes.
It's been there a few times, but it's never been open.
Nailed
so,
it, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. So that was pretty special.
And even camping there as well. Yeah,
that was
I've
unreal.
camped out the back
Yeah.
there a few times.
That
Yeah,
War
fantastic
Memorial at
spot.
sunset. Oh, wasn't that insane?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a nice spot there.
So, but you've been everywhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Basically,
everywhere.
yeah.
You've been everywhere, man. You've done every state in Australia. You've done almost all the locations.
Yeah.
You're starting to do it a lot more with the caravan and stuff like that now. But this time in the rooftop tent, how'd that go?
Yeah, no, really good in the rooftop too.
Yeah.
Very happy with that.
Yeah,
It's like I've got the smallest one I could find.
Yeah, so
mainly
that's-
because I've got the caravan on
Yeah.
most of the time and wanted just something
Yeah.
to head out for a couple of days if we need to.
Yeah.
So,
So that one is the one on Dad's car is the basically Mach 1 of the Outback campers.
Yep.
Mick's running basically version 2.
Yep.
And then I've got another variation as well. So,
The Z Fold one.
Yeah,
So,
which unfortunately I had an issue with running a prototype roof rack and the mount system didn't quite work out,
Yeah.
so we had to end up ripping it off before we got on the Udnadada.
Yeah.
And then
Probably lucky we did that there.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
oh, big time.
Yeah.
the guys helped me out, got it all picked up, and so I don't hold them responsible or anything.
Not
for
at
it.
all.
That-
No, it's prototype.
Always one of those things. When
Yeah.
you're trying something new,
And it was a rush to get it sorted
it was
before
right,
we left
yeah.
as well. So.
and they pumped it out for me to get it and
Yeah.
whatnot, and
yeah, but no, they make a great product. But yeah,
trying
It's one
something
of those
different didn't
things.
work, unfortunately. So me and Mick have been bunking. Broke back mountain in the desert.
bit of snoring here and there, a couple of ooh ooh.
Yeah.
But nah,
Yeah. But what was something you weren't expecting on the trip?
Unexpecting. Oh.
the fuel bill.
Thanks for paying.
The patrols did actually quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was it like?
I think.
You were, 23 litres, 100 across the
Something
desert?
like that,
I
yeah,
was 22 and Ant was 24.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
did surprisingly well.
What about that water in Air Creek?
That's special.
The river crossing.
Yeah.
I've been up-
and Dado.
Yeah.
that's-
that was a
that's very
spin
nice.
out, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was epic.
haven't been there, so
Yeah.
that was
Oh, there
well
you go.
worth-
Hasn't been there.
Yeah, well worth ticking off.
I got there before him.
Oh, come on. Not again.
Plenty of competition.
Yeah.
Who won the Lambert Centre?
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Got to be done.
Yeah.
Got to be done.
Yeah, Mick and I
We did.
ran to that one.
We got there first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a bit of a race out there, didn't we?
It was good, though.
No, it's been epic. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
absolute pleasure.
Cheers for getting us into doing all this kind of stuff, because it was bloody unreal.
Yeah.
Beats playing with Barbie dolls still done it, mate.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I do that when I get home, but
Yeah,
Nah,
but,
awesome.
it's been
Cheers, old mate.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Cheers. Enjoy.
brother racing, here he is. So, the most passionate man about the bush that we got in the crew.
Known to man.
Yeah.
Loves it.
Mr. Hooly Dooly himself. Like, everything he sees, he's mesmerised by.
Wow. No way.
No way.
Yeah. Well, favourite part, straight up, what was it? You've got to pick one. Go.
Come on.
Impossible.
Tick, 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 tick. Boom.
I mean, obviously getting into the Simpson Desert, I mean, that is something else.
Yeah.
You know, like the Madigan, we talked about it for so long, all the history,
Yeah.
Being so remote, the second most remote track in Australia.
It is, yeah.
Like, that was very cool
Yeah.
Yeah.
to completely unplug ourselves
Yeah.
and just get out there.
Yeah,
Mate,
a
this-
lot of the stuff you've done is the high country. Yeah, you haven't really done a whole lot of out of.
Not outback, no.
Yeah.
No.
I tell you what, for this trip, for your first trip you're going to lay on,
How many things have you ticked off?
you could go home and just about tick off half of that list there.
Well,
Yeah.
we do things properly, don't we?
We had to crack the whip and sort of like you're a wizard with the camera, and he could spend
Yeah.
hours taking a photo of one tree, and the shots would be amazing. So we had to sort of crack the whip on. Like, come on, let's go.
In the car. But-
So we had to rush you through a bit of it, and hope you didn't get offended by that.
No. Oh, my brother.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know, we got a lot of Ks to.
Oh, we
to
did. And we
smash
pumped
out.
through them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
We got through them. I mean,
Yeah.
I might have been left behind a few times, but
Yeah, but the little kid, she always catches up. She always catches up.
Now that she's got a tune.
Yeah.
she's got a little...
So how did the 23 go?
It's gone really well.
No issues?
I mean, look, obviously there's a big rush at the end. You know, it was tricky to
Yeah.
get everything, all the to-do
Before we
lists.
left, yeah.
it was pretty bad, just juggling.
Yeah.
The juggle.
Yeah.
So a lot of the to-do list items started to get smaller and smaller, and just priority took over very fast.
Yeah.
And then that, super late night. before
Just
we
for the
all
night
left.
before we left.
What did we jump? Was it 1:15 or 1:30?
Yeah,
I got into
yeah.
bed that night, and we left at 5:30 that morning.
5:30 a.m.
So there's a few little things, and I think probably my own little thing was the 12 volt.
The Pukits, mate. The
The
Pukits.
Pukits.
Yeah, they were out.
We had to
bloody
get that.
Pukits. Yeah, dialing in the adjustments on the...
Yeah, the
on the
BNS, the
yeah.
battery management system. Yeah. So that was, after a few days deep, we started playing up a little bit, going, oh, this looks a bit odd.
Yeah. And you got a slight rattle, which you reckon might be a pulley tensioner or something like that after Air Creek.
Yeah, well, Air Creek's going to do it, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
We had a couple of...
X amount of Ks and then smashing through some bonnet height water.
Yeah.
We had a couple of goes through it, so it was good.
Yeah, and that was unreal. That was, like, we're probably never going to get here again to see that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
And that's... And probably the other favourite part is the significance.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting all heavy all of a sudden. But
Go for it.
it's like it is, isn't it? Like, and Captain's a great reminder because he's like, boys, like
I've
you
never
know,
seen it forward.
like Air Creek, like this isn't,
Yeah.
you know, or the Madigan, you know, he made mention of that.
Yeah.
You know, he sort of did the numbers in his head. Oh, I think this is the second most remote track.
He knows
Every single thing he says is right. Just
Oh,
he's like, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, Pukits.
got my notepad here, I've just been-
Yeah, you've been jotting down notes. You're like, I'm always learning, bud. I'm always
Learn
learning.
something new every day.
Yeah.
So I mean, so it's the significance and so much we did.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then like Farina and the bakery and we know
Dalhousie, the bloody, what's the other spring?
Oh, Coward Springs.
Coward
I've been past there like
Springs.
3 times and never gone. And
Yeah.
now I finally got that one.
Old Andato.
Yeah.
and all the
homestead.
sidings up the old Andato, like the old Garden
Oh, the
Railway
Udnadatta.
line.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did I say?
Old
And
Andato.
Oh yeah.
yeah, up the old end out there. And Uden and Data.
Yeah, that's it. So, like, yeah, the significance of all that and the history, and just when you're dotting all the,
The T's and crossing
joining
the
all
I's.
the dots. There we go.
There you go.
Just
We
give
got
us
it
a
out.
look. Yeah. Joining on the dots and all the layers, like it's just unreal.
Or when you sit there and go, hang on a minute, they were out here like 100, 150 years ago with all
Just
this
with
sort of
camels
stuff.
and nothing else,
Yeah,
basically.
it's
Like,
madness,
yeah.
So yeah, so obviously with the Madigan, following all that, and then obviously coming back through Birdsville and down through Innamincka and of course Burke Wills and
Yeah.
sort of joining the dots
The
and
Dig
all that
Tree.
with the Dig Tree. It's just like, oh my god.
And when we were sort of sitting at the Dig Tree too, you're sort of looking out and you're like, not a whole lot's probably changed from when they were there. Maybe a little bit of erosion or a tree's fallen over here or there,
bit
but
of
the
growth here and
landscape
there.
would be
Yeah.
basically as you see it.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah, because where the memorial is for Burke,
Yeah.
and then you're looking at some of these massive river gums on the Cooper there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
They
ginormous.
would be hundreds of years old.
And
though.
we stopped and like legit, he would have wanted to pass
Yeah.
these same trees
Yeah.
because they're just on enormous scale. So
Yeah.
when you actually have the moment to stop,
Yeah.
Brother D, and actually take a step back and sort of reflect, you're like, oh my
Mamma
god,
mia.
like, not much
Yeah.
has probably changed.
Yeah, I told him if I win over $1 million in Lotto, I'll shout him a 12-week trip. Then we can slow down. But
Pump the brakes.
yeah, we had 5,500 Ks to basically tick in 2 weeks.
Yeah. And we've just about done it.
Yeah, so home stretch from here.
yeah.
Which is an enormous effort.
Yeah,
Huge.
unreal.
Yeah.
And a
But,
huge commitment to
nuts.
all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, how often do we get up super early? And I was
Yeah.
trying to push the envelope on some of that early, like
Yeah.
it's chasing dunes at 5:30 in the morning to catch epic
Sunrises
sunrises
and stuff, yeah.
but also just to slow things down and just sort of reflect and
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
exactly.
just absorb
Because
the
the days are pretty go.
Yeah.
You got there's no other option really. When
Yeah.
you've got it onto a tight time frame, you've got to squeeze X amount, and if you don't make dot point, you're
You gotta
behind
push it
for
the
rest.
next day. Yeah.
You lose an hour a day over 7 days, you're behind.
Yeah.
7 hours.
because we've legitimately bitten off a fair bit, haven't we?
Oh,
To do what we've done in 2 weeks.
Massive, yeah.
Yeah.
People would probably take 3 weeks to do that.
Yeah, and that's the significance, and I think that's probably the important message. Like,
Yeah.
smashed it in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
but like you say, it might be a genuine 3-week trip.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, and but it wasn't ridiculous speeds. It was going at a comfortable speed and whatnot. So
Yeah.
that's the thing too. Like these roads out here. Take it
They're
easy.
corrugated.
How good was that today, though? The road from up at just below Moomba gas plant,
Yeah.
where you turn in and start heading towards
Cameron Corner. Yeah.
is the best road in Australia.
Loves it.
It's a roller coaster on dirt.
Yeah.
And you get someone out in front calling the dunes, it's good, it's bad, slow down, left or right, and then behind, you can have like a safe, good time on it. It's unreal.
Within the speed limits, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was unreal to have you here, and it was always going to be from the start, just because of your passion for everything.
Yeah.
That
Soaks it all in.
Yeah, that was the one we were
Soaks
sort of
it
looking
all
forward on the radio, of just him going, wow. Just loved it. So yeah, no.
Glad you could make it, mate.
Thanks, my bros.
Cheers, mate.
Get in it, brother. That's epic. Thank you. It's been one hell of an adventure.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Scotty, the
Yes.
man who made the trip on 4 days' notice.
How'd you do it?
I don't know. I got a message at about 9:30 on a Monday morning saying, "Do you want to come to the Madigan on Friday?" And I thought about it for half an hour, and then I thought I better ask the wife.
Yeah.
And then once she said yes, and the mechanic said,
Yeah.
"Yep, check the car over. I can do that." It was on.
Yeah.
That's mint.
So we had another mate who was keen, and then he brought himself a car, just that he wasn't expecting to buy. And he's like, "Oh, sorry boys, can't make it." I'm like,
had to pull the pin.
"Yeah." I'm like, we've always budgeted, like, worked on 8 cars. So I'm
Yeah.
like, who could we get? I'm like, Scotty'd love this, and he could probably get away with it with his work roles and stuff are.
Yeah.
Shot it out there, and I was
He's here.
Oh, me.
4 days, mate.
the
That's
best.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yep, planned it out. Went straight and bought all my dry food.
Yeah.
And then the
All your
next
berries.
day,
Yeah.
I've had berries 11 days in a row. Berries and yogurt.
400 kilos of pistachios.
Yeah.
You eat like a king.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So, first trip ever out back?
Yep.
What,
Big time.
What was your favourite part?
I got to say, there's a few. Like
Yeah.
Farina just blew me away with all the old land, ruins and stuff.
Yeah.
And then just getting up, making a coffee at 5:30, going up the dunes.
Yeah.
Watching the sunrise is just mind blowing.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely crazy.
And watching those colours change as that sun comes up. and-
Yeah. That was sick.
Yeah. What else besides that?
The hot springs, both the hot springs,
check them off.
Dalhousie
Yeah.
and what was the other
Coward
one?
Springs.
Coward
It
Springs.
was a bit tight, 8 blokes in a tiny thing.
I thought there might have been more
Yeah.
pools or a bit more room than
Yeah,
that, but
but-
yeah, no, it's just the one pool there.
Yeah,
so.
the second one was like really cool. The little fish like nibbling on you
Yeah.
and stuff, and it's like 38, 40 degrees.
Yeah,
like, you
unreal.
know,
Yeah.
awesome.
It was great. So you're not usually a drinker, but you sort of cracked yourself a wine when you're out here.
Yeah,
and just
had
sort
me,
of all in, didn't
had
you?
me first one in a year and a half just
Yeah.
to celebrate. So,
Yeah,
because
What
I
a-
can.
What
Adventure
better way to
enough.
do it?
Yeah, 100%.
So the Raptor, mate.
Yep, held up strong.
Yeah.
Few things have rattled loose, accessories,
Those
but
combinations,
yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's apart from that, that's been really good.
Yeah, that's it. So you just a little bit of dust in, but you knew that canopy, like that tub top wasn't dust proof.
Yeah, it's more the actual door at the back. It's
Yeah.
you can
Oh,
see
it's sucking
light
in
through
through
it.
it, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but luckily Dave bought his blower, so I blow it out every
Yeah.
night, and you know.
Easy as that.
And that
Done.
was meant for carrying firewood too. That thing. It was a
Yeah.
little cart.
Well, how good was that wood?
Oh,
Yeah.
desert wood, eh?
Loaded up.
Yeah.
Fires were just crazy. That was awesome too. The desert wood, just that blue flame.
Yeah.
Like nothing in the high country or
Yeah.
anywhere. Like crazy.
Scotty was bloody taking photos of it.
And then I'm gonna take another photo.
Yeah, the blue
Yeah.
flame of the
But-
desert wood.
You did a tyre. That was really your only problem for the trip. wasn't it?
Yeah, on the Madigan, I saw the rock. I missed it with the front wheels, and then just got it on the side wall and held tight for a day, and then
Yeah.
after that, it just
You let go.
let
You
go.
let go.
But apart from that,
Nah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. How you going? Been away from the family for 2 weeks, mate? No dramas.
no dramas. I'm used to being away from the
Yeah,
family.
they do a
with
bit.
the
They do a bit
travel.
of travel and stuff.
Overseas, a heap,
Yeah.
all that. So,
Yeah.
But been a bloody
Unreal.
unreal trip, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Been
so good.
awesome.
Yeah, a couple more of them to come, you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
I've got the bug now. So
Yeah.
Got the
yeah.
Anywhere
The
you'd want
desert bug.
anywhere you'd
back.
want to go back to that we've been, or you'd want to now explore sort of further out?
Nah, I reckon like the hay track and the QAA and like what else was there? There was a few
Oh
other
yeah,
tracks
push
in
over
there.
to like the Frenchman's and
Yeah,
WA.
Frenchman's and like I can come up and you
Yeah.
know do that.
Yeah.
Now I know actually what it's
What it's all
like.
about.
It's not
Yeah.
not as scary as I thought. So,
Yeah, that's it.
you know, it's quite cruisy.
Yeah, it's
So,
all pretty straightforward to do, even solo, as long as you've done your prep.
Yeah, and you've done your research and all that. Yeah.
And
It'll be-
yeah, most of the Madigan, you boys could actually coast along in 2-wheel drive. It's only
Yeah.
on those steeper dunes
That you-
to
yeah,
avoid the
lock it in.
wheel spin and the track damage. You just dropped it to 4,
Yeah.
coasted over,
Then
and then
back
back
to
to
two.
2.
apart
I
from
think-
one time.
When Scotty
When
got
I
stuck.
started to coast a bit early, and then I just went.
Thought we could push you out of it, but no,
Yeah,
you were bellied right out.
Yeah.
That has been epic. Oh, I'm glad you could make it, mate.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
so
you were
happy
yeah.
you invited me both.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, you're a buddy.
So last minute, I was so jealous when I heard you going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of those radio calls that you put over, then how's this? He goes over the radio. It was basically the start of the Madigan, and he goes, "Oh no, we're probably a couple of K in." He goes, "Oh, you wouldn't believe it." We're like, "What's that, Scotty?" "Oh, there's another June coming." No, there's another bloody sand dune. We're like, well, there's another 1,600 of these or whatever it was.
Oh man,
Yeah.
crazy.
Massive adventure for your first time out, eh?
Yeah,
Tick some
huge.
huge boxes. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Oh, what do you reckon? We get the boys into one last cheers?
Yeah,
and
why not, eh?
Sign off for the series.
video,
what do you reckon?
yeah.
Done.
Epic.
Well, boys, here we are, right at the end of it.
We are. Is that tail end, the last little bit of chit chat?
Yeah, that's it. So,
Wrap it up.
Oh, we'd all love to know what you guys, what the favourite bits for you guys were.
Can I go first?
You can go first.
It's, in all honesty, doing it with you boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say that. But like,
Big softy.
yeah, like there's heaps of trips you can do, and it's all about the people you do it with.
Yeah, that's what makes
definitely.
it.
Yeah,
Sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Nothing but that, and then maybe aside that, ticking off the Madigan was cool, and the Farina Bakery and Sunset at the end
The
of that
Farina
corner.
Bakery got a lot of votes, didn't it?
It's a cool joint.
Yeah, so that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine would be seeing the Virgins come along and having a bloody ripper time. Not knowing what it's like out here and just going, holy hell, like, we're in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well,
Just
you had to pick a place though.
a place, I love Dalhousie. Oh, and Old Andado.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was, really cool.
Yeah, there's some special stuff.
Molly's place, yeah. Yeah.
It's epic on all levels, but that's the problem. Like, it's just so heavy with like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's almost creepy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and even that desert wood, I reckon, that was pretty bloody cool
What?
too.
Hey, Fitzy.
What?
Colours
What?
of that. Wow.
Oh, the Gidgee wood.
Yeah, the
Gidgee
Gidgee
wood.
The colourful
wood.
Yeah,
stuff.
tell
Yeah.
Scotty about what you learned about the Gidgee wood.
Oh, look, Scotty. Look.
This is not my idea.
I've been set up. Hit me with it.
Mate, I take no pleasure in telling you that it was just those little chemical packets that you could take.
There's so many photos you're going to get.
We'll put a little video up just now of what Scotty was taking, and that's what he thought was the Gidgee wood, which is the desert wood.
We were
that-
telling him it only happened when it got to a certain temperature.
Yeah, and then there was one night we didn't do it, and we're like, oh, it mustn't be hot enough.
Scotty,
Well done, mate.
pricks. That's actually quite funny.
So, Scotty, it's all right if we wake up in the morning and you're not here, we'll understand.
I'm leaving now.
Or all their tyres are flat.
Yeah. Well done. But,
Unreal trip, boys.
Yeah,
cheers.
cheers to that.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, boys.
Thanks for watching.
Done.
Sorting us out.